Hello and welcome class 11 commerce students. Today I am going to start a new chapter from your new subject, that is business studies. We are going to start business studies first time ever uh, through this video and virtually try to teach you the very first chapter of this subject, that is nature and purpose of business. This is the first chapter of your first unit test, nature and purpose of business. Afterwards, I will tell you the syllabus of the first unit test, but this is the very first chapter and basic chapter of this business studies syllabus. So first today I am going to start with this chapter. When you will get your books, when you will purchase your books, you can see that this is the first chapter. Nature and purpose of business is the first chapter of BST book, and this is that chapter with which I am going to start the subject as well as the chapter. So to learn this chapter, we first need to know what is business. We first need to know what is the definition of business. This we need to know first. Now we all know that man used to earn his livelihood previously by utilizing the nature's gifts, but after civilization, as civilization has occurred, the demand of man, the demand and need for various products has increased day by day. This is because of civilization. Now man learned to use different things with the progress of civilization. The needs of man has started changing due to this civilization. Now through what is this business? Before defining the concept of business, this business has emerged out because of the need of the people, because of the immense need of people, because of the demand of different kind of demand and aspirations of people. This business has evolved, this business has emerged. But the thing is that before studying about this business, before knowing this business, what we need to know first is what is economic activity and what is non-economic activity. Before knowing the concept of business, we must know that there are two types of human activities. There are two types of human activities that you should know before starting the concept of business. Two types of human activity are there. Number one is economic activity. Economic activity. And the second one is non-economic activity. Non-economic activity. First we will discuss this. First I will tell you what is the meaning of this economic activity and what is the meaning of this non-economic activity. One by one I will try to explain. Now economic activities, that is the first category, are those human activities which are performed to earn the livelihood, because without earning the livelihood a man cannot survive. So for earning livelihood, the activities which are undertaken is called economic activities. But the activities which are performed not for earning the livelihood but for out of sentiment, out of emotion, out of love, those type of activities are called non-economic activities. So there are two types of human activities. One is economic activity, which is related with earning of livelihood, and the other is non-economic activity, which is performed out of sentiment, which has nothing to do with earning of liability. So these type of activities are there. Now I'll give you an example. And a teacher teaching the students in any educational institution is performing an economic activity. Why? Because he is getting paid, he is getting remuneration for his service. Now if he is educating her own child, he or she is educating her own child, he is not getting any remuneration for his service. Now this is he is doing as his responsibility, as his duty, out of his love for his children, he is performing these activities. So this is a non-economic activity because he is not earning livelihood, he is not getting any remuneration for the services rendered to his own child. But the same teacher as a professional is teaching in an institution, in a professional institution, and he is getting paid. He is getting remuneration, a fixed remuneration for his job. So this activity of his in the institution will be termed as an economic activity because it is related with earning of livelihood. Again, I give you one example, that is for example a doctor attending his patient, a doctor who attends his patient in his clinic do this for his fees, his professional fees. He get a professional fees by performing this duty, by rendering his valuable service to the society. He is earning his livelihood by fees, the professional fees that he is earning through his clinic. But the same doctor, on the other hand, when he is attending his poor patients out of some sentiment and doing some responsibility, performing certain responsibility towards the society, he is doing out of sentiment, totally out of sentiment, and devoid of this complete service is devoid of any kind of professional fees. So this is out of his sentiment, and this is a non-economic activity. So which is related to earning a livelihood is an economic activity, and which is related not with earning of livelihood, that is a non-economic activity. These are the two examples with which I have explained the economic activity and the non-economic activity. Now we come to the concept of business, which is the main theme of this chapter. Before doing this, we must know the two types of human activities. Now we come to the business, directly to the topic of business. What is actually business? It comes from busy. The word business comes from the word, derived from the word busy. Busy means busy in producing goods. Busy in producing goods. Now, what is this business is also what type of activity? Why I have explained you this economic and non-economic activity? Because this to explain business, you must know that business falls under the category of economic activity. Business is not a non-economic activity because business is performed to meet the needs of the society, to earn a livelihood. So business is related to money earning, exchange of goods and services. So this is related to directly economic activity. Nobody performs, nobody involved in a business out of sentiment or out of any social service, social security, nothing like that. Everybody enters in a business in order to earn some livelihood or to meet the needs of the society. So business is an economic activity. That is why in the beginning I have explained you what is economic and what is non-economic activity. Now, what is business actually? Business is an activity directed to create the value for wants. It is an activity which is created, which is performed for earning profit. Business is performed for earning profit. It is an exchange activity through which goods and services are sold for some money, for some profit. And it is a recurring activity. It is a continuous activity directed towards producing goods and selling those goods and earning profit out of the sale of those goods or rendering the services. So this is what is business. Business can be defined as an enterprise also which is engaged in production and distribution of goods or rendering of services, but in exchange of that, it earns a profit. So earning of profit is the main motive of any business. This is what is the definition and the meaning of business. It is an activity, it is a continuous recurring activity which is engaged in the production and distribution of goods and rendering services in exchange of a price, which is the profit which is earned through these activities. So this is what is business. In my next class, I will come up with different features of business. So till then, goodbye.